Welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you to Barbara's Stamp Pad on this Sunday afternoon from San Antonio, Texas. I hope you all are doing fine. I didn't wipe this down before I went live. Let's wipe that down a little better. Go. When you come on, say hello. Get to my other screens here. So welcome. Today we're going to be doing the September class kit to go. But before we get started, I want to welcome you to Barbara's Stamp Pad. I am Barbara Ragsdale. Do this number so you can at least see my face. It's a no makeup day, y'all, so you're not gonna get me on camera today. But welcome, and my name is Barbara Ragsdale. I'm an independent paper crafter from San Antonio, Texas, and I am coming live to you today, this Sunday afternoon, so that we can do the September class kit to go. But like I said, before we get started, I want to wish you a happy birthday if you are a September birthday baby. I have a September birthday baby, like literally myself. My son is going to be 20 years old tomorrow. So he spent a little time with me yesterday, but he's going to come by after work. Going to make him a homemade apple pie because apple pie apparently is his favorite. I had to ask him because he normally eats anything that I make. So, but I wasn't sure like literally what his favorite was. So I asked him and he said it was apple pie. So yeah. So Mikey will be 20 tomorrow. And I don't think I don't have any pictures loaded on here. But anyway, but if you're a birthday baby in September, happy birthday. Also, let me show you this. Let me take that off. Registration is open for the Fall Folio Album Project. And if you've missed it, go back and watch the video. But this is the Fall Folio album. I'm just going to open it real quick so you can kind of see it. But this is an album that you will be assembling between the photo play album and doing all the decorating. But if you want to replicate how I did mine, then you are more than welcome to. Just so you can see, there's some waterfall action happening. Pull this up a little more. Some waterfall actioning happening it's very interactive. So you have tags where you can do some journaling, different areas where you can slide in some tags, journaling, more pictures. Like I said, it's very interactive with some pullouts there. And then we have another one. You've got some tags. Lots of spaces for fall photos. We have fall coming up. And then this other side also folds out as well. So you've got a little interaction happening down here with even this small flip out. And then you've got side pockets where you can add more things. And then, of course, this flips up. This opens out, and even within the open outs, little flap outs, whatever you want to call them, there's more interaction happening where these tags are holding in fall photo mats. Same here, little bitty tags holding those in. Same thing over here. This tag is holding those in. You've got some 3x3 places there for more pictures, tags, more tags, some journaling, little flip out going this way. That one is down in there, but there is a tag down in there. And then you have this one as well. So there's some loose ones. Here we go. That is the folio album project for the fall. Very, very cute. Everything, you get everything that you need in order to do this particular folio album. Let me bring that over here. It's a little dark right here. You get the paper, you get the cardstock, you get the actual album. any accessories you need on my blog. When you first go to my blog, let me share my screen. Let me get my blog up real quick so you can see what I am talking about. I'm going to share my screen here and blog. So when you get to my blog, the very first big icon that you're going to see is the Fall Folio Album Class to Go. And if you just click that, then everything that you need to know, all more details is on there. Registration does close on September the 15th. And this is a project you can work on during a rainy day weekend, take with you to a retreat, get together with a friend. Lots of this will take you pretty much a whole day between assembling your album and taking your time with decorating, but also with the there's a registration link on there, and if you missed the video, you can click there to go watch last week or the week before's video, and then it tells you everything that's included with the kit as far as all of the paper, accessories, and then other items that you need. There will be written tutorials that are included, also with a private YouTube link that contains any necessary videos for you to complete your album. You do get a couple of free gifts, which is a package of the frames and tags that'll help you with decorating. And then also a 13 by 13 storage envelope so that you can keep everything together if you're taking it somewhere. The cost is $51 plus shipping. And there is a porch pickup option available if you live in the San Antonio, Texas area. Registration ends the 15th, and expected shipment pickup date will be a couple of weeks after that. So let me stop sharing. Get back into StreamYard here. So that is the Fall Folio Album class. So if you want to register for that class, go register before it's too late. And then, of course, after the fall one, I will be working on the winter. I'm going to try to do some for every season. Let me see. Hey, Donna, thank you for sharing. All right, let me see if, okay. We'll pull this up here. All right, so today we're going to be doing the September class kit to go featuring, it's mainly the Americana paper, but I also had bought the Because of the Brave stamp set. This is a stamp set. All of the items that I used are going to be from Honeybee, and I did show them a few weeks ago. I did show them, but I pulled the stamp set and just kind of put it on a piece of paper. There's only a few sentiments that I'm using because most of them are, how can I say this? Most of them, like I did use thank you for your service on one of the cards, but like most of them are going to be like if you were making like a specific card for like a military member. And so, and I only made 4 cards, so I had to pick kind of what would be just basically patriotic Americana, just to celebrate Labor Day, America's workers, da 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 da. This particular stamp set does come with coordinating dies, but I did not use any of the dies because everything that I stamped on something else or stamped directly on the card. And then, of course, there's gem stickers. The only stamping that I'm going to be doing today is going to be with this background stamp set. Oops, it's upside down. With this particular background stamp set. And I already have it on my Misty ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do a couple of drawings at the end of the video. So if you watched any of my videos last week, liked, commented, shared, whether it was on Facebook or YouTube, we're going to be doing a drawing for that. And then we'll also be doing a drawing for the Honeybee e-gift card for August shares. I want to make sure I said that right. All right, so let's see, which card I want to do first. Let's do this one first. I don't think I had them in any particular order. So let's bring that down. I did decide to keep my my heart punch pack, bring that back. I know I did it last month. I did it last month. Yeah, I think I did it last month. But I wanted to bring it back and put it with this one. This is actually the card. I don't know if you can see that. It's very light, and I did it that way on purpose so I wouldn't take away from the rest of the pattern paper. But that's going to be using the background stamp set. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. Got all my pieces right here. And I have more, I have cardstock ordered. So I ended up using all of the blue that I had that actually complemented this particular card. And so I was like, oh no. So I had to order some more cardstock for this shade of blue specifically. I think this is Tailored Expressions, and I think it's called Blue Corn or something like that. I'll have to update my blog later when I get it in. So the kits will be, I can make a few kits with what I had left over, but literally just a few kits until I get more of this blue cardstock. All right, so we have our base, which is just a regular basic white base, and then we're going to be using this piece of pattern paper to help cover up the whole front of our card. Now with the oh, look at the back too. With the class kit, I have to use this glue. The measurements are included, so you don't have to figure out any of this. But then also with this class kit, everything is done for you already. All of the cutting, die cutting, stamping, punching, embossing, you name it. It's all been done for you, even the stamping part. Okay. So if you don't own this particular stamp set, it's okay. I'll do the stamping for you. That'll be included. And then let me get that down pretty good. There we go. I love those colors. And you just assemble. But I still do include the measurements. That way, if you want to replicate the cards, you can replicate it. Now, this piece of white cardstock, that is where we're going to be using the this background stamp set. And we're going to stamp. Let me bring this up a little bit so I don't hit it. And let's go ahead and ink up. I got this back when I bought this Misty, I bought the small one, but I realized now I probably should have just gone ahead and bought the big one. But sometimes the big ones are like, some things might be too big for my hands because I have small hands. So I purposely make sure I try to get things that I know I can use that aren't too bulky for my hands. As you can tell, I'm using the linen. This is a close to my heart color. Unless you have this color or something very similar. It's very, very light, which that's what I wanted. Okay, that's what I wanted. And let me just put that right in the middle. And then let's close this. And I'm gonna have to stand up to give this some pressure. But we're gonna give this some pressure while I highlight this. Hello, Stella. Just making sure I get this down and it's even. Let's see. It's pretty even, but let me give it a little bit more pressure right here in the middle. I mean, most of that's going to get covered up anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't know if y'all can see. We take it like that. There we go. That way you can kind of see what it's on there. It's very, very light, but that's the background stamp set. So if you like a good background stamp set, and I like that, if you'll go to my website, not my website, my blog site, the name of it is, what is the name of this? I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It is the Land of the Free. It's called Land of Free. Land of Free. All right. So let's get back to this. So now that we have this piece, we are going to mat it on this piece of blue cardstock right in the middle. So let's get that down. What's everybody doing today? Y'all can see what I'm doing. And I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the little kittens are upstairs right above me, literally right above me. And they are running around. They are running around. All right, so now that we have this piece matte, so you can kind of see like a shadow of all that stamping, let's get this down. They are more active. They're definitely eating more. That is for certain. More vocal. But y'all, it is the cutest thing. When I'm laying there in bed in the morning, they know I'm awake, but they won't make any noise until like they're basically trying to be quiet until they see me get up. It's so cute. They're like little kids. You tell them to be quiet because mommy's sleeping. That's what they're doing. All right, so I have 2 pieces. You'll have 2 punched pieces in with your kit. One will be a smooth edge on some white cardstock, and then the other one will be a scalloped edge that will be with like a grayish, a light grayish cardstock. And on this one, we're going to be stamping America the Beautiful. And I am using Close to My Heart's Scarlet ink. In fact, I realized afterwards, let me see if I can get this straight. I realized afterwards all of the sentiments that I stamped today, I ended up stamping in Scarlet ink. But there's other colors on here. And if you happen to have this particular punch pack set and you're replicating it, you can stamp it in a red ink or like a navy blue ink. So we got that on there. So we got our stamping done. There is another piece of stamping that we're going to be doing, and I'm going to actually do it afterwards, but we have this small little piece of blue that we're going to be doing some stamping on, and then we have these 3 pieces of pattern paper, and that happens to be the same side that we're going to be working on. So let me get them all down. Let me flip this one because we're going to be doing a banner cut on this one end. So let's get, I'm doing all 3 at the same time just to save some time. We're going to cut it up the center, cut it up the side, and then cut it up the other side. That way they're all the same. There we go. All right, so let's get these down. Let's put this one down first. And we want the tips of this to be just above the bottom there. And I'm going to put that down loose so I can move these around if I need to. That'll work. Just make sure they're straight at least. And then this last one right here, we're going to straddle between the 2 and line it up at the top. That way you can see that banner cut down here. And then this piece, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down first and stamp on it later just because I need to know once I put the heart one down where I need to stamp that the little star. And the little star is not part of the kit, the stamp set. It is part of, it's the star. It's one of the small stars on this stamp set, which this one is because of the Brave stamp set. Did I put that on there wrong? I need to go back and look at the other stamp set. But this is a close to my heart stamp set that I was able to get before they were like totally, completely gone. And I was looking for a little star, and this one just happened to have different stars on it. So I took the one little star down here, and we're going to be using this particular silhouette image on another card. So yeah, that's where those came from. I need to make sure I put the right stamp set name on it on the blog. All right, so with this one, let's pop this up on a foam square. And we're going to put this right in the middle, right there. And then the little star, I know I need to clean it because I stamped it in blue. I'm going to have to clean it again, but we're going to be using a brilliant white ink, which is like a pigment ink. It's a white pigment ink so that it stands out up against this navy blue, this corn blue cardstock. And so we're going to stamp one of them right there and the other one right there. Super, super, super easy. And then we're going to attach two of these red ones, and we're going to use I don't think it really matters what size. You will have these included in with your kit, and you want to be careful when you pull your kit contents out of each envelope, because if these are down in there, they could fall out on the floor when you open up your envelope. But that is, bring it down a little bit. That is card number 1, America the Beautiful. Super, super easy, and a great way to use up some scraps. If you have some smaller pieces of scraps that you can use up. All right, card number 2 is this one. And these on your kits, I just cut these out as squares, but on your kits, I'm waiting for my my square dies to come in that'll have like a little stitched around the edge. And as long as they come in before I need to really cut them and get everything sent out, then they may just be loose cuts like this. But this is card number 2, and I don't know if you can see, but there is an embossing folder that I used on there for a star, and it's a raised star background. So let me get my pieces for that one, which is, there we go. There we go. All right, on this one, we have, this one is a vanilla base. The first one was a white cardstock base, and this one is a vanilla. So let me get this, get that edge down a little bit. And then I'll be able to show you on the, it is a 3D embossing folder, so you can kind of see what you get, what's back behind all of that. So let's get that down first. Hopefully everybody has, if you're still in the working community, you have tomorrow off. And if you're not, oh my goodness, I hope your day is easy for you at least. All right, so we have our base down, and then we have, once again, another great way to use up some small scraps if you have some small scraps. And this is the tricky part for me, is getting these little guys lined up, because what we want to do is we want to just center these on the front, but we're going to be covering the absolute middle part. So let's get a little glue on there so we can, I'm going to lightly tack it down and make sure I continue to stay straight. No two cards are going to be the same, because this particular side of paper, this little one that I'm putting down right now, is you have to see the design as a whole. So any way you cut it, you're not going to get the same the same design. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'm just loosely putting these down so I make sure I don't need to move them. All right, so let me see. Does that look straight? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, this glue's starting to dry, Barbara. All right, we might have to just get these down. Let me see if I can get these down. Down and straight pretty quick. Down and straight. Down and straight. All right, that looks straight enough. Hopefully that's straight. All right, let's see. There's a little bit of pressure there. Now, crepe paper. I had the Americana crepe paper, and I decided to, instead of matting this, I think this is a 1 3/4 circle punch. Instead of matting this on a piece of cardstock, I decided to see if it would punch the crepe paper, and it did. It's a little rough on some of the edges where I pulled it apart, but I thought, okay, that'll be a nice little whatever. It's something different, right? And so we're going to be stamping in scarlet. And this one's going to say, God bless America, land that I love. And who else is singing that song in their head? Let me stamp this real quick. There we go. I think there's some like some general sentiments on there, but most of the other ones are like if you were given a card to like a military family member or somebody you know that's serving. I'm just giving that a little pressure with that glue, and then we're going to put a large foam square on the back so that we can grab it off, put this right in the middle. I kind of like the roughness of that crepe paper where it kind of came off. And then I also have the Americana hemp cord, which comes in, where did it go? It comes in four different colors. You got your red, white, blue, and then you have one that's red, white, and blue all together. So this is the hemp teak. I also got this from Honeybee. Almost everything, I tried to use everything from this class kit. I tried to pull it from a Honeybee. I think the only thing that is not Honeybee is going to be this blue cardstock, and that is coming from Tailored Expressions. All right, so let me use a couple of glue dots because these are really tiny ones. These are the micro ones, which you can also get through Honeybee. And then also, because I'm an affiliate with Honeybee Stamps, anytime you place an order using that affiliate link that I have listed, I can receive a small commission based on your order that doesn't cost anything to you at all. It's like it's just a thank you gift from them to me for promoting their products. So let's put one right there. Let's put another one. Let's put this one down here. I'm being random, but I'm also trying to put them where I think it would look cute. I don't know. This one was a little different because there was this starfish looking thing right there, and I was able to put one in the center, but I don't see anything over here. All right. Well, it's up there, but it's way too far. I'm trying to do a triangle. Decisions, you guys. All right, let's just put one right there. I'll be here all day trying to figure out where to put those. All right, card number 2. Card number 2. There's some embossing happening there on the background. You love the paper. Did you ever see the rest of the paper? I know I showed it back on another video not too long ago, like when I did the first sneak peek, but there's a lot, like this is all cut up, but you can kind of get a good idea of all of the different designs that are part of it. There's 2 each, and on the back I've got that wood grain look, different reds. Okay. I don't think I used all of the ones from all of the paper, but yeah, there's a lot of designs. It's very has that antique true Americana look with the paper. That's the design that I'm using on this card that I just made. So when you cut it up, you're going to get something, different every single time. And then you even have some stars there, and then our Constitution. Go. All right, card number 2. That's where that paper came from, was that particular one sheet. All right, the third card, this is the one that I decided I wanted to kind of marry the paper with that because of the Brave stamp set from Close to My Heart. So I took the silhouette and the sentiment from what did I do with it? Hold on. I just used the silhouette, but I did use the sentiment from the Honeybee stamp set. It's also called Because of the Brave. I knew it wasn't. I thought I was going crazy there for a little while, but I'm not. Both stamp sets just happen to have the same name. How? What a coincidence, right? All right, so this one has a different base to it. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know what the color of this one is, but this is also Tailored Expressions as well. I forgot what the name of their color was, but that's a more toned down base. It does have a vanilla insert, so let's go ahead and put that one in so that I don't accidentally use that piece, because this one does go on the inside. Let's get that down. All right, and then we have a couple of pieces that go on the front, and I did use a piece of that blue cardstock, and I did emboss it. That is going to be going on the left side there, and then this paper, which the flip side is just this wood grain, is going to go on the right side. So let's put this pattern paper down first. Okay. And this is going to go over to the right side. We want to leave about a 1/4 inch from the edge. Okay, and then we have this piece of cardstock. Let's get some glue on there. You can also get this green glue off of Honeybee as well as a bunch of other adhesives. This is just like the foam squares and glue dots. All right, so we're going to put this down and leaving about a 1/4 inch from the top, left, and bottom. Okay, already have a cute card front already. Look at that. All right, now I have this piece of vanilla that we're going to, oh, I need to cut that down a little bit. That is way too wide. All right, let's see. Let's cut this piece down. What is it supposed to be? Let me make sure I don't cut it too much. Measure twice, cut once, y'all. I can tell you I have produced many a scraps. by cutting something wrong. All right, so on this piece right here, we're going to go ahead and stamp in Scarlet. Where did it go? Is that it? There we go. Thank you for your service. So this one is going to be a card that could be for either let me do this first so I don't mess this up. I'm going to stamp that at the bottom. Now keep in mind, when on your kit, all these pieces are already going to be stamped for you, so you don't have to do that. But I am going to put them in there, that way if this is rubbing up against something, it's not going to rub up against a piece of other light colored paper or anything and mess up anything else. Okay. So there sort of is like a method to my madness when I put things in your kits. Let me put this down and then I'm going to show you, because if you register for this class, when you go to register, there's an option on, there's a modifier on there where you can tell me, which one of these cards you want the silhouette to be, whether it's going to be the male silhouette with the cap, or the female silhouette that has a little hair bun and her cap. I don't know if they're called caps, but let me show you. I have it. I uploaded a picture. There we go. So when you're on my Square website and you're looking at the kit, the first thing you see after the quantity, you see where it says silhouette. I have that as a required field, so I know which one to stamp and include in your kit. It'll either be the male one or the female one. So, and it won't let you check out unless you tell me, because I won't know otherwise which one to put in there. Okay. I just wanted to point that out because I've never done a class kit where you have to choose something that makes a difference as far as like what I'm going to include with your kit. So maybe you have a brother or a sister or a niece or a nephew, and you want to send them a card. All right, so this one's going to kind of go over to the right just a little bit because we need to leave a little bit of room for our triple bow. Okay, but we still want to see some patterned paper over here. And then on mine, I'm just going to leave it with the male silhouette. And we're going to put, oh, I forgot to stamp. Uh-oh. 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 I forgot to stamp the stars. Let me clean my little star here. It can still happen. It's a small stamp. Let me just make sure this is cleaned really good because I had that white pigment ink on there. Try to stamp it on a spot that already has some, where I know I can stamp it. And then over here, there we go. Woo! There, I saved the day, y'all. All right, now let's put this on. Take that off, and this will go right in the center. I'm glad I kept it the same way. That way I knew where I could stamp it. I was supposed to stamp it before I put it down. All right, then you're going to have 3 strips of, I think this is going to be probably 8 inches. Yeah, they should all be 8 inches so that you have plenty of length to work with here. And we're just going to put all of these together. Normally, I make double bows, but this one's going to be triple just because I wanted it to be triple. I could have used that. I could have used this, that 4th one that has the red, white, and blue on it, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So give me a moment here while I try to do this right the first time, because the triple bow, ooh, it's going to require a little bit more a little bit more patience than my usual double bows. All right. Working with 3 strands of hemp cord here. I did it the first time when I did my sample, so I know it can be done. It's getting all of these little rascals through that hole. There we go. I did it, y'all. Ooh, that was my thumb that popped too. Did y'all hear that? My thumb, this thumb is the one that always pops. Anytime I'm pulling something and I say, "Oh, did y'all hear that?" That was my thumb that popped. It's this thumb that pops once I press down and I'm pulling. For some reason, it just wants to pop. It didn't never used to do that, but now it does. All right, I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit on one side, but let me use a big glue dot. I got some big ones here, some really big ones that are equivalent to probably 5 of those little micro ones. And then we're going to put that right here on the side. Spread that out. Let me trim this off just a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to use a red, white, and blue on the star. Really, it's a clear one. So let's use a medium size on that one. We'll use a medium red. We'll put the red one over here, and then one of these blue ones, we'll put a blue one over here. So we got red, white, and blue happening on this card alone. And that is card number 3. Get back to here. Here we go. The male silhouette. I don't know. I like it. The Because of the Brave stamp set from Honeybee, there are no images with it. With this particular one, they're all sentiment. So I at least used the sentiment, but I did pull in that image from the Because of the Brave from Close to My Heart. So card number 3. All right, last card. Last card is this one right here. And I'm not going to stamp those on the second one just so I can see what it looks like. That stamping it on there was an afterthought when I first did this card. So let's do this. Got several pieces already die cut for you. So let's get the inside down in there. So if you want to stamp something else or write a note, you can get that done. And this one is a landscape card. So let's get this down first, and then I'll turn it landscape. Okay. And then we have this piece of red cardstock, which is not embossed. This is the only piece on a card that I decided not to emboss, just because there was so much other stuff happening with the rest of the die cuts that I'm going to be putting on here. And I will show you. These die cuts came from the rectangle stitched die cuts from Honeybee, which are going to be retiring. I noticed they were retiring, but lucky for you, all of these pieces will already be done for you. So if you don't have these, or maybe another set that's comparable, this will be already done for you. So if you can see that stitch around the edge on both of them, and it's like that on all 3 pieces. So let's go ahead and mat each one of these pieces onto, and then we'll get these spread out evenly. Okay, so we got that one. I love this paper. Love it, love it, love it. I know I'm going to have to order like another package. Because I know that what I have left is not going to be, it's not going to work for doing more than probably more than 5 or 6 more kits. which is why on this one, when I was designing this one, I'm like, okay, I need to try to use some of this paper, but I also want to make sure that it's not big pieces. That way I can make smaller cuts. Let me see if I can put this on straight. Make smaller cuts and still be able to show more papers. That looks straight. All right, so let me try not to move the rest of that. I guess I could use my repositionable tape to hold things down if I really wanted to. Oh, there's one thing that I did not cut on here. It's okay. Let me get these down while they look straight. Okay. It's one of the banners. It's one of the banners. All right, let's get that down. I'll put that down loosely. Scooch that over. And then that last one. Yeah, there we go. All right, does that look straight? They look even? They look even from where I'm sitting. All right, I did have this particular banner cut already done. It's the inside one that is not done. And let me do one really quick. Let me cut one real quick. All right, now on this one, we're going to be stamping. Where did it go? This one? Yeah. These things we do that others may live. These things we do that others may live. Get that inked up. And we're going to put that right in the middle. These things we do could mean a lot. The sacrifices we make, the job we have, whatever it might be. Now, the blue one that I'm using is the Close to My Heart Harbor ink. I don't know if I said that in the other one, but we're going to be stamping a couple of those blue stars on each side of that. Now, because this is the same, it's the same size of die cut, we're going to be cutting this down, and I'm just going to use my scissors, and I'm cutting on the inside of the stitched line. So I'm trying to use my stitched line as a guide for cutting straight. But I want to say when I first did the sample card, I did use my trimmer because I wanted to make sure it was super straight. But this will help. This will keep me from having to go get that big trimmer out for this, just to cut this. And what I'm doing is I'm just cutting enough to where when I put this on top of that piece of blue cardstock, must have some glue on there, that it shows a little, it still shows that stitched edge on the blue cardstock. And then it helps with the color against this vanilla. Okay, so let me see if I cut enough, which I did. It's pretty close, but I did. Let me make sure. Yeah, I cut a little bit more off on that one. So, but I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to leave it. I can see enough blue around the edge. So in your kit, everything, that part won't be done. So you will have to cut that down. But the stamping will be done. So you're going to have two that look the same. In order to mat one on top of the other, you're going to have to cut down the edge and just use, I would use your paper trimmer, or you can use your snips if you have a steady hand. Okay, so there you can still see some of that blue. And then let's get some, let's put 2 of them on there. We're going to put one on that side and one on this side. Take those backings off. We're going to put that right in the center. Okay. And then let's get some of these gem stickers. Let's use a big one. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just put one down right here. I think I used nothing but these lighter blue ones. We'll put one in the middle of that flower. There we go. And then we'll put another small one on this star right here. And then I thought I had a piece cut already, so let's cut a piece of this twine for our bow. All right, we're just going to make a single bow on this one. I keep calling it twine, but it's hemp cord. Twine, when I think of twine, twine is more like cottony. It's a little bit more flimsy, whereas this cord is, it's got some substance behind the fabric. All right, so I got me a bow there. Let me use my small ones. Use a couple of small ones. These tiny micro glue dots. Let's put it right here on the corner. So that kind of hangs down. Now, as far as the little stamped stars that I did, what do you think? With or without the stars? Because in your kit, the stars will either be stamped there or they won't. I don't know. I kind of like the second one. Just, I don't know. Because I stamped 2 stars there, and then I also put the gem stickers, the gems there as well. I don't know. I kind of like it without it. Tell me, what do you think? I'm going to take a sip of my Sprite real quick. With or without? I'm probably going to do it without for the reasons that I just said. So don't be surprised if you get one and they're not stamped on there, because I'm actually kind of liking it without. Yeah, I think I like that. All right, let me move some of this out of the way, and so I can bring all of these back and get my little scraps here. Tell me which one was your favorite card. Got that one, that one, that one. And then we have the America the Beautiful, which was card number 1. So I can bring that over a little bit. There we go. All right, which one is your favorite? If you're watching me live, you can comment, or if you're watching the replay, you can tell me. This is America the Beautiful's number 1. God Bless America, Land That I Love is number 2. Thank you for your service, number 3. And These Things We Do That Others May Live is number 4. But I like the one that doesn't have the stamped stars on it after all. I wanted to see what it would look like if I didn't stamp the stars. All right, which one's my favorite? If I had to guess, it's a toss-up between America the Beautiful and Thank You for Your Service. I don't know. I'm having a hard one with this one as far as my favorite. I'm going to say Thank You for Your Service. I don't know. I'm loving both of them. I don't know. I love both of them. All right. So let me see the prize. Let me go ahead and show it before I share my screen. the prize for last week's video is going to be a package of these card dividers by Stampin' Storage. So if you know, right? So we're going to give away a package of these card dividers. That way, if you have extra cards and you are organizing your cards by sentiment, happy birthday, thank you, get well, whatever it might be, here's you some dividers. It's a pack, there's 10 of them in here. And they fit the A2 size. So these are going to be 4.5 by 6 3/8 as far as the size of the dividers themselves. So let me make sure I'm logged in, which I'm not, before I share my screen. All right, so let me share my screen. Go. Okay. August 25th video. I did a couple of them, but one of them was the fall folio album. And then the other one was like the preview. And then there was a Facebook post that went with it. So I just included all of those names on one. There's a lot of names. So whether you were watching from, whether you commented on Facebook or YouTube, your name's on here. If you liked, shared from YouTube, your name's on here as well. So let's shuffle that a couple of more times and let's see who the winner will be. Who is our winner? Beverly. Ooh, out of all those names. Write that down so I can add that on there. Congratulations, Beverly. Yay. Now, what is let me stop sharing because I think I have a, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I knew I had a screen print. All right, now we're going to give away the $20 gift card for August shares. And guys, you can only get on the drawing if you share. Let me share my screen back again so I can get the right wheel. August shares. Wasn't a whole lot of shares, and that's okay because the people that are on there, it gives them a better chance of winning. And you're on there multiple times if you shared more than one of my videos. So if you watch each week and you share each week, your name would be on here at least 8 times as long as I go live. There was one week I didn't go live, but the other ones, if you tell me, you got to come back in the comments and type shared, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube. And if you're watching the replay, you can still do it in the comments just after you share. Make sure you come back into the, after you share, make sure you come into the comments and type share or shared. That way you get your extra credit. Not only do you get an extra entry each week, but you get an entry at the end of the month when I tally up all of the shares for the month and give away the gift card. So here we go. Who is our lucky winner for August? No way. It's Beverly. But then again, let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There was only 4 people that shared through the month of August, but your name's on there multiple times. So Each person literally had at least a 25% chance or higher of winning. So, well, yeah, yay for Beverly. Beverly's also my mod. Didn't see her in here today, but that's okay. I know it's a holiday weekend for a lot of people. Let me get back into StreamYard here. All right. So congratulations, Beverly. Not only did you win last week's prize, but you also won the August share prize as well. All right. So this class kit, go visit my blog site and make sure when you go to order that you select the silhouette you want for that one card. And then also don't forget registration. These links are also in the event description as well. So if you want to go check those out, the fall registration link for the folio album project is also there. And other than that, thank you all for joining me this Sunday afternoon. I hope you are doing well. The weather here in Texas is going to be cooling down a lot, which is going to be nice. So, but still, make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure they're doing fine, especially if they have fur babies. But yeah, y'all have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you all next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. Next Sunday. But yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day and evening. Bye, y'all.